Hello and welcome back to SummitCraft. And yes, I know it's been a very long while. Yeah, I know I haven't uploaded in a while, and I haven't really got an excuse for that. I'm afraid I just haven't been feeling it, and I just haven't really been working on it, and I've just let my channel kind of drift away a little bit. But I've kind of got a bit more inspired now, and I'm kind of back a bit more. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to pick SummitCraft back up. And yeah, so we're over at New Spawn currently, and I thought I'd show you off some things that had been happening off camera. So we've got these lovely free townhouses that I built off camera. So initially what I was doing, I was actually recording this as an episode, but then I've kind of just lost the footage a little bit, and then it was kind of quite a little while ago that I was actually recording this. So I kind of decided I will get rid of that and I'll record with my new software and all that, and I will just update you on everything instead. So yeah, so we've got these free townhouses, and we've got this townhouse here, the orange one. By the way, I built these if I didn't specify that. So yeah, this is going to be when it's done, because none of the interiors are really done in this place. This is going to be, if I can get, well, this is going to be a player banner house. Can I not go through the door? There we go. And then we've got these two here, which are actually my house plots. I decided to pick up these two house plots here. And did I actually pick up the back two? No, I didn't pick up the back two actually. I was debating about picking up the back two, whether to do an alleyway, but I think I just left it for the time being, as I don't really know what I want. Didn't know if I wanted to do that. But yeah, and these ones are actually just going to be your general townhouses. So inside, because that one's interior isn't really done at all. So we've got like a little foyer area, and we're gonna have little areas like a basement, and I'll show you what that bit down there is in a second. And, you know, we're just gonna have different like little apartments and all that, and we've got a elevator that you can actually go up in if you jump up a little bit. And oh yeah, and you've got an elevator you can go up in if you can actually get out of the elevator. And then you just basically can go up and down. Oh, spider. Let's hope that doesn't, let's just get that quickly. So yeah, so there's going to be like a few little rooms here and there that are just going to be little apartment rooms. And yes, that's what's going to be going on in these townhouses. It's just, there was Pay's little hotel that is, little, it's quite big actually. His hotel that is off to the side here. So this building here, this one, is Pay's hotel, and I thought to keep in like line with like the kind of biggish style of this area over here, I'd build this townhouse for the player banner house, which was always going to be here. And then I thought, you know what, I like that, but I feel like if we had a few other player banner houses next to it, you know, no player banner houses, sorry, a few other townhouses next to it, it'll look a lot, you know, a lot nicer and a lot better. So I added these in. So I may come back to these in another episode, but today we're not going to work on them. But I will come down here quickly and just show you off. We've got a little barber shop in the bottom of the of the townhouse. So I thought it'd be nice to have like little shop things in the bottom, and this one's gonna have a it's gonna have a pub or a bar, as put there down in the bottom here. And yeah, other things that have been going on in New Spawn is another thing that's been going on in New Spawn. We do have a few houses in, so we've got Ali's house, we've got a little bit of a town hall in there by Pay, and we've got Pay's house all the way back down there as well. We've got the fort, yeah, I was live streaming and a lot of Symmetrians decided to pop onto my server, and just, yeah, it was quite funny and quite derpy. Yeah, but we also have this little thing over here. We have the we have a mob farm now over here. Villager who's trapped in here, Michael, see, thought it was Michael. So we just want to go in, ow. So, come through and it should, oh wait, I think I did it, oh yeah, that's now when you looked at the door. I didn't actually have this, that it was linked up so the lights would turn on and off depending on where you're in at. So this little area down here, it's not fully done yet, I don't think, I mean, actually I'm not sure really. I feel like some areas it's not 100% complete, but it's almost complete. So if we just think it's this one that turns the light off. No, Okay, is it this one? Yes, it's this one. And then you just stand here and you just punch at the zombies that drop down. These chests here are mainly aesthetic, and originally there's a plan to put in a potion one like I had done at my base, but it was decided against it because it's just a bit better. So they'll drop down and they'll come here and you just punch them here. That's yellow clay, I'm not sure that should be yellow clay. And then the drops will come up into this area and they just... I don't think there's actually any filters on it at the moment. I've just been putting in like that and putting other objects into that chest there. So we're just going to turn this off as well whilst we're here, because up top you actually are in range of the spawner, so we don't really want the spawner going on and off. And yeah, so that's like the main differences at new spawn. Let's just get rid of these zombies quickly. Yeah, so that's the main differences at new spawn, and yeah, I just thought I'd keep you updated. So we're now going to go over to my base quickly and just, well, I've been doing a little work on my base, so we're just going to go jump over to my base and have a look, see. Okay, so my base isn't too much different from the last time you probably saw it. The main difference is over here, oh, there's a bit of lag as well. Over here, I started building the hotel a little bit. Can't remember whether I did this live stream or not, but I just started building the hotel because it's been a while. You know, the hotel really needed being built. So it's mainly a skeleton at the moment, and I was trying to add a little launcher in for the elevator, but I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work, because my initial plan was to maybe use a variant of the slime block launcher I used at lobby with the Woolly Creeper slime block launcher. But basically the hotel's a lot smaller than I think I was initially going for, and I like this little smallness, and I've kind of done these little areas to try and make it look a bit more different than just oak next to oak wood. To try and just expand my little building style, because I know a lot of my buildings are very, very much oak next to oak, and it's quite similar. But I mainly because I like the oak next to oak. I really like oak logs next to oak wood. I'm build way too much with it, I know, but I just really like it. So that's the main difference up top. So just the little hotel thing. I don't think there's anything really else up and around here. Down below, there's been a few changes. So I've recently done this little area. Well, actually not that recent, but you know, just done this little area up. I've put hay bales in the top. I'm not 100% sure if I like them or not, but yeah, I've just done this tunnel a little bit, just worked a little bit on this tunnel. Then if we're just going to run down the track quickly. I know this is not so it's a health and safety nightmare, but we're just going to run down this track. And yeah, I've just changed this bit up just a tad, like to make it a bit more neater in areas, and I've also started tunneling away that way towards the areas these tracks are going off to. But yeah, I've just neatened it up so that these go so these run parallel, and then these ones go up and down. Just worked out better routes for them, because beforehand this one I think it was especially had to wind all in and out to try and cover up this bit. But I was kind of like, you know what, that would be kind of cool watching one launch up, one drop down as you're passing through, you know? So I kind of kept it. And then there's obviously some areas that need still hiding off a little bit, like you can see the redstone. And I may actually rip out this bit and make these lines all parallel to each other, but it's kind of like, I like what's down the end there. But ripping this out might not be too bad and making these parallel. And this just goes up and down and over everything that's on there, but it's just to make the lines a lot more neater. But you know, still trial and error with that. Like, to be honest, I don't have many places I'm going with these lines anymore. Like originally I was going to go to all these places, and now I'm kind of not sure where to go. But like, yeah, so those lines will come along these bits here. It's just like, I like that. I really like that, and I didn't want to get rid of that, so I'm not 100% sure if I will run those lines parallel. There's not much done. Well, there's not much, but there's a little bit done over this way. So I have a lot of plans for going. Actually, also I have a plan for this area. So I like this, having this. Oh, minus the fact that you can get shot by mobs. Yeah, I like this little area here with the cavern and all that, and I feel like what I'm gonna do is actually, I mean, granted, yeah, there'll be hoppers and whatnot here, but I'm gonna probably leave this open and either put glass or open it so that you can look nicely into it and neaten up all this ravine, maybe widen it a little bit even, just, you know, do a little landscaping of this ravine and just have that as a nice little open area, because it's like it, like, it's much better than these bare walls, it's much better than, well, that wall, because I don't really know what I'm going to do with these walls, and but that I liked, I've always liked having it like that, so I was just like, you know what, I think I will keep it like that, and I'll just make it kind of a viewing thing, and I think I want to keep the half look through as well, because it just is really nice and really cool to look out into that area and see all this natural stuff, and I might put ores in and neaten it up and all that done there. This way, I don't know if I've shown this on camera, but I've extended down this way with this area. I have loads of plans for lots of little farms, and we're right underneath the iron farms killing area down here. But yeah, so got a little plan for like a micro farm, a rabbit farm, pumpkin farm, cactus farm, AFK fishes and potion brewers, all down this area down here. So we're going to put all that down here. Because it's like, I've found a lot that I need, wheat and carrots and all that, but I mean, I technically have the farm. I do have the farm that's connected to the cow farm, but it's more just for that, you know. And that might break to the 1.8 update actually, I don't know, because the server is still running in 1.8 at the moment. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to update, but like, we're going to update, but like, yeah. At the moment it's still running 1.8. So here is the starts of a skelly farm. I put in a little bit of the skelly farm, and that water's quite loud. Let me just walk out of it. I've put in the starts of a skelly farm, and actually, no, I'm not going to turn the sound off quickly. But yeah, so just a little start of a skelly farm that was always going to go here, because I knew about the skeleton spawner here. And that will then hopefully link up to a tree farm that will be off in that direction, because I really need a tree farm. I'm not sure if it's going to be a wither powered one. I think that might be a bit dangerous to have in my base. Might find another area to do a wither powered one, but like, yeah, it's a nice little area to have it all. And yeah, I'm gonna have a nice little tree farm down there. That might be just a simple oak one, even just so I can get wood quite quickly, because it takes a little while, or a simple just bone meal yourself one. There's not much has changed down here. I don't know if I've shown off the ceiling on camera either. I think I've shown the ceiling off actually. Might not have reached up to this point though. So not much has changed down this in the actual zombellum part down here. Like, apart from the fact that these have really filled up the chests down there, and I had to spend, so there's currently a little crafting table down here, because these had all filled up, and it was back, and it's still filling up now because it's still dealing with the backlog, but it had filled all the way backwards up several hoppers up there, and I was kind of worried that it was going to cause problems. So we still got this nice little setup down here. So yeah, so I kind of crafted them all up, and then I then went and traded them for some emeralds in the villager trader, because there was a lot of them, like a lot of big rounds. And then all the noise. Okay, so I've been working on a overworld gold farm down here, and I'm just gonna turn is it blocks? I think it's blocks off down a little bit. Yeah, there we go, blocks. So yeah, so I've been working on an AFK gold farm here. You may be wondering why there's a cart. Oh yeah, the cart's been turned off down this end. Let me get a block quickly. But yeah, so I've been working on an AFK gold farm over here, and like, just look at this. Like, this is not even that much long work really. It just is also having to remove all the swords that do appear. So I haven't obviously got any system for that, so AFKing here has been a bit difficult. Yeah, I built this place on a live stream, and then I died several times during it on a live stream, and then I gave up because I was trying to make them aggro. Let's put that down. I was trying to make these pigmen aggro, so they run out of the portals, so they run out of these portals, and then they drop into this water. Like, a few of them are actually doing now without them even being aggro. And then they come up here, and I've recently put in the killing area here, so they just fall and drop down, and there's loads of XP sitting here when if they're aggro. And I thought, oh cool, and then I thought, well, I'm gonna move that to like to that end over there. And I've been testing it on a single player world, but like for some reason on the single player world they won't stay aggro. And they won't stay aggro on this if I'm standing in this area here, so they just won't stay aggro. This is why there's a rail cart here, minecart rail here, because going back and forth between this area whilst they're aggro seems to re-aggro them, and they just keep coming through and coming down and dropping down. So I was like, okay, cool. So I went into a test. So I started building it out. Had a pigman like standing in this spot here that I would aggro. I'd had glass everywhere. That didn't. I thought then they couldn't track it, so I removed the glass. And then I thought that the area down here was too far for them to travel, so I moved it so that it would be sitting here. Actually, you know what? I'll go show you in this single player world, because this is what we're going to be working on today. But I'm going to go show you what I was trying to do in the single player world. Okay, so we're in the single player world that I was testing. So as you can see, we've got a similar setup here, where we've got the minecart running up and down, but we've got a pigman sitting here, so TS, which I presume I was trying to say test subject, and then you got the pigman here, and but the main difference is here is the water stream's changed. The water stream will come all the way this way instead, down this way, and they file into a single tube that they go up, and they go up, and then they come all the way up, and then they drop all the way down here, and that's where your XP is supposed to be. So there's a little XP right now by the looks of it, but I was having difficulty with them staying aggro. So on my server, with them going this direction and being here, this row going up and down, they would stay aggro, and you get loads of gold. Initially, I was only building this farm for gold, but then I noticed the amount of XP that was coming off of it because of the aggro. I noticed it wouldn't be anything like as efficient as the donut is, but I was thinking, I was kind of thinking, well, we've had trouble with using the donut on my server, where basically it was always getting broken, and I just wanted a little gold farm for myself. And if it doubles as quite a good AFK, XP farm, it'd be quite useful. And as you can see, these pigmen just drop and will walk off normally, but the problem occurs is when because if they're not aggro, they won't drop out the XP that I'm now planning to do, but they'll walk up to that point there where the trapdoors are, so just as they just did there, they'll walk up here and they won't fall off. They'll go back and they go through a portal. Now I have combated this by putting a portal that has cacti like on the other end, so they drop down. It needs perfecting, because I might put some golems in there or something. So it does stop that from happening. But because this farm wouldn't be the most efficient farm on an SMP, because it's mobcat based, or because in the void world we're going to get loads of pigmen that come off, so loads of them are going to come spawn in. And my farm does on the SMP spawn a lot, but there's a lot of areas around that area that are not lit up, so other mobs can spawn, like zombies and skeletons, so they're affected by the mobcat. And I'll just show you what I mean here. So if I go into game mode 0 and I punch this guy, they'll become aggro, and actually I should have showed you what happens down there, but they're so fast in this of dying. I'm just gonna, oh god, and so am I apparently. So we'll just come, oh no, did I kill him, or is he, wait, hold on. Oh, I think I killed him by accident. But they become aggro, so if I'm just going to give myself a snowball. Or is he still there? It seems like he's... that's odd. So I'm just going to give myself some snowballs. Yeah, he is still there. See, look, now they're no longer becoming aggro, but if I hit one down there, they become aggro again. And they all come out of the portals like that, like in a whole flood. Oh my word, there's so many in there. Now, what I found on my server is that if I'm in a cart going back and forth, I'm going to ride this cart quickly. I'm also going to make sure he re-aggroes. If I go back and forth in this cart, I come back and they re-aggro. But but for some reason now it doesn't work like in this setting. I'm not sure whether it's because I have to make sure that the pigmen can't see me when I'm coming down this way, and then they can see me when they come this way. That's why I removed the glass here, even though there's a bit of glass on my server. So yeah, as obviously they drop down and they drop their XP, and then you just come past, and their XP comes to you. And obviously in those hoppers, they'll lead to a storage system. But like if I try and get off here and I get off here safely, God, here we go, right there, and then oh my, okay, they're still aggro down there. Now that I've died, I think they've re-aggroed. I'm not sure. See, look, now a lot of them are getting stuck there. Is that it? Oh, is that what was happening? A lot of them were getting stuck, and then, okay, so this may still work, actually, my idea to have it like this, in this position, and change it up. They're obviously getting stuck, though, because there's so many pigmen down there. And actually, is it the babies? Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look down there. Quickly. See, no, that one's, see, these ones aren't aggro, but that's my, well, I just went and came with one. Of course they're not aggro. Let's see what's going on down here. Is it baby pigmen? Yeah, it's baby pigmen. Obviously we'll have to work out some proper way of killing the baby pigmen. Let's go in game over 3 quickly and just check. Oh, nothing's spawning now. Well, okay, he says, looking at the other portals and seeing quite a few spawns. You know what, this may work. You know what, we're going to change up my server, so that we're going to change one up on my server to kind of this. I'm going to see if it will work like how this one works. We're going to sit there and wait and see. Okay, so the first job on my server is actually to remove this little area here with this pigman floating up and down. We'll see actually if we can just, if we can actually get him to come out. So I want to be careful here because I want to get rid of that water there so that he can't. Okay, and then I want to get rid of this glass so I can put a track on it. We'll see if we can get him to come out like so, and we're just going to put a redstone block there and a redstone block there. Let's just put a cart, see if he... Oh! Okay, and then... Oh, he's Heinz of Death. Yeah, I forgot that I named him Heinz. Okay, let's see if we can just put a block. I don't want to put a block there because that will kill him. Let's see if we can just quickly come around and just give him a quick notch. Okay, let's get rid of this. Quick notch. Quick, another one, and there we go. Okay, yeah. So the first job is I'm now going to quickly just remove this and put back in some stone or whatnot. Just a good quick removal of this, and let's just actually just remove these rails quickly. And yeah, so I'll just remove this, which is no longer needed. Okay, so I have removed the little area here that had Heinz in, and then I've also neatened up this tunnel a little bit by removing the ores, and I've also put the redstone blocks in the. It put them inside, and also I've forgotten to put a piece of track. That's fun. Might change up one of these ends that you can turn the cart on and off, but for the minute this is fine. Yeah, and I also changed the track to be on the nether brick, and also put in the rest of the class on ascent. I know on the design I showed you that it wasn't on there, but I was kind of like, I'll see, you know, and test with this. I've also quickly removed all of the portals for the minute, so that oh, let's just get this gold out. See, look how much gold sits in here because of these because of this, and then also all this rotten flesh as well. Let's just get rid of all this quickly. Yeah. Oh wow, I'm definitely gonna probably bring a villager over here, to be honest. But what we're going to do is we're going to drop a pigman down that chute, which I'm not even looking at the moment, so let's just get rid of these. And I don't know why I've just kept those swords. But we're going to try and drop a pigman down this chute here. So we're going to try and drop Heinz. Okay, let's just try and break the cart. Okay. And here's the tricky bit. I'm going to actually have to make him aggro at me, so... Come on. Come on. Oh, no. Okay, and then back across. Come on. No, he's making it. No, okay, he's gonna make it every time. Have I got? I haven't got my thorns on him, so that's fine. Oh, there he goes. Okay, there he goes. So let's get down there quickly, and let's hope that all those pigmen that are probably aggro at me. Well, it looks like that side managed to get through. Not, don't know. Those pigmen don't seem to be aggro at me, which is a bit strange. So let's quickly come up. He's still going to be aggro at me, isn't he? I'll leave that block in there. He can't come up, and then that water's going to be. I need to get rid of the water. I don't have a bucket. Right, let's go get a bucket. No, I'm so unprepared, look. Yeah, so he's still aggro at me. He's not making the others aggro, which is odd. This is the problem I've been having with this farm, like, majority of the time, they're just not getting aggro on each other, like. So what I'm attempting to do is put a one here and one there, so this one will aggro, hopefully this one, which will aggro the ones down here. Even though apparently those two don't seem to care that I exist at the moment, which is a bit odd. Right, one. Let's try and put. No, I can't get the level looking right. There we go. Like so. Get rid of the water. And then he can't move now. So if I put top on like so, he shouldn't be able. Just get rid of that. I'll jump up to the other side. Should be able to get out now. So we can sit there, like so, and I'll remove the chute in a second. And then up top, what I want to do, this is going to be a little more difficult. Then again, I think I'll keep him in his cart for the minute. You know, we'll remove him from the cart. So we just remove all this. Not that, need that in. Get a. Need to get a fence post. Put. Oh, and let's really just remove some of the. Just get rid of some of the chute whilst we're standing up here. What I want to do is I want to put it that he there will sit on this. It might not work due to the fact that the that is a what you call it? Oh wow, my words! Get my words out, Bob. That due to the fact that it's a fence post, you might not be able to sit in there safely because obviously fence posts are one block higher than other objects. Might be an idea to go get glass panes and iron bars will attach to it. So that's my problem. Okay, let's shove you. Also, why is that? Oh right, I remember when this trap there. I had to take pigment out of it one time, and it was like, okay, he's gonna eat very slowly. That's not gonna go on it, is it? Okay. Block higher approach. Just shove you off quickly. Actually also put a block there so he actually falls. That might be useful. Come along, Charlie. I forgot that I named him Charlie. Let's push you up. Okay, you sitting still on. There we go, there we go. Why am I hearing a zombie? Hang on, I also saw an arrow there. Strange. Wait. Oh my god. it appears... Oh, it's an Enderman. Ah, it appears an Enderman's greased the top off a little bit. I'll go check that out in a second. And normal mobs are currently dropping down, which is quite funny. Right, let's do this. And let's put blocks on every single other end so he cannot theoretically jump onto one of these. This is not going to work. I can see this going on, not working. But that, and then let's put a block on top there. No, don't, it won't let me. Okay. Is he aggro at me? I think he's aggro at me. Oh! Whoops daisy. Right, you know what, I will do this off camera because I'm obviously derping about a lot. So I'll do this quickly off camera and then I'll also check out what's going on up there and I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I've got him in now, so I've got Charlie sitting in here. It took me a while, I had to change up the design quickly. And I actually checked what was going on up here and I believe somehow skeletons or something are actually spawning up there because I went up there and checked and that stuff is still covered, which means it's just there must be that somehow skeletons are spawning up there. So I'll put up some lights up there so stuff can't spawn up there. I'm just gonna get rid of this chute. We're gonna get rid of that chute, and then we're gonna I'm gonna change up the water stream so it's basically going in this direction, and also skeleton down there. Change it up in this direction, and then hopefully have it so it comes up to this point here, and they die at this point here. So we're gonna actually remove out this point as well. Actually, so we're gonna move all this stuff and change it up in its positioning. Oh, and I'm gonna steal ingots apparently. So yeah, I'll see you once this has all been moved over. Sometimes you can be a real derp. So I had forgotten the fact that now that I've taken all the portals out, it spawns mobs down here. So it spawns obviously a lot of mobs. And of course I was going, oh, I wonder why all these mobs are getting up here and dropping all these skeletons and all that. They're dropping all their stuff. And I was stupid because I should have realised that they're spawning down here and they're naturally normally going to walk off these trapdoors just stupidly. So of course that's what they did. They walked off these trapdoors, and when the water was in, because I've just been recently removing the water, just for temporarily, they were, you know, obviously coming along and they were just falling into the water and going up the chute because like how the pigmen were, which is quite funny to be honest. So yeah, so obviously I'm still working on this, but it's just sometimes I can just be a real derp, you know, just a right derp. Okay, so truth time. Right, so I've finished off doing this tunnel, so well we've now got the chute, so that's all redirection down this way. And it comes up and it goes up and it goes right next to the railway, actually at the top there, and it doesn't actually touch it, but it's right near it and it kinda looks really ugly at the moment, so I'm gonna have to eventually go up there and build something to hide the fact that there's a little pigman farm connected to it. But it goes up this chute and then they'll drop down here, and then they'll hopefully die and drop XP, so that we'll pick it up as we pass along with the cart. I've put extra storage along here, and what we're going to do is going to come down and slime. See, slime have been a real big problem for this. Like I basically had it a few times. I'd come back from my portals, and that's one of the other reasons why I created a portal. Not because, I mean, yeah, there was those aggro pigmen, but let's just get rid of them. But basically, you just come through and often find out a ginormous slime had been chucked through my portal, and I was like, okay, the amount of slime, that's the amount of slime that's here. Okay, I'm just going to turn hostile mobs down a bit because they're a bit loud at the moment. So let's just turn them down a bit. Right, and then we're gonna. Right, what we're gonna do? Well, first off, we need to get all these torches back. So yeah, already pigmen are spawning. So like, the reason why I would use the aggro mechanics on this is because it will be quite an efficient farm if I use the aggro mechanics. And I'm just gonna combine that up with my flint and steel that's actually in my inventory. So, do I have any snowballs? I have some snow, and I have a shovel that can mine snow because my shovel does not. Let's get some snow. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place our cart, but hold it for a second. Oh, no, our cart went anyway, so we're going to run down to our cart, and then we're going to run back and forth until I can... Oh, there we go. Oh, my cart, man. There we go. Oh, wait, no, it did it. Okay, so we're going to just run, we're just going to sit here for a bit, just run back and forth, and see if the pigmen stay aggro. Okay, so we're on here with my camera account, and I'm not getting very promising look here. Yeah, they're not getting aggro anymore. So my character's moving back and forth. See, look at me, just moving back and forth. It's going to be a bit laggy because I am obviously got two versions of Minecraft up and OBS up at the moment. But like, yeah, it's not. I mean, they actually are going up anyway normally, because like there's a few of them that do go up, but they are not becoming aggro. Like they're just not. They're just. I don't know. Are they this one? Is this one even aggro on me? So yeah, they're not becoming aggro, which is the problem, because I needed them to become aggro. Also, I've just noticed there's a few caves that are needing lit up around here because they're going to cause some mob spawning problems. But yeah, they're not getting aggro, which is a real bummer. See, they would get aggro if they were dying on this end, but they're not getting aggro now that they're dying on. They're going down and up this way. It's quite weird how that happens. Is it because they get in enough proximity to play here? Do I need to? You know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to try and extend the tunnel back like another 10-20 blocks and see if that solves it. Because yeah, he doesn't even look like he's aggro on me anymore, does he? Okay, I'm going to go extend the tunnel back 10-20 blocks and see if that solves it. It's working! I'm so happy right now. Sorry, I've been trying to get this to work for like quite a while now, and actually now I've done it and it's working. Just adding those 20 extra blocks on the end has actually made this work. They come back and they get aggro up again. Look, all these are getting aggro and they're all falling back down and getting re-aggro, and then they change their position, can't track him, then comes back, they get aggro and they aggro up all the other ones that are sitting in the portals who are not currently in the portals because there's so many of them stuck right now. Obviously I've got to sort out this area down here so they can actually get in and out because they seem to be stuck by some babies. Oh, okay, I've obviously got to drop something there, like I don't know what to put there actually, but I've got to put something there to kill off the babies, but it's working. Guys, it's actually working. Okay, so I'm actually going to sign off for today. I know I haven't completed any of the room, but I might do that next episode or in a few episodes. But at least the farm is working. So obviously I haven't got storage in. And I will have to obviously eventually put some proper storage in, so the 3 chests that are currently sitting there. But I'm actually really happy that I've finished off this farm. So if you like this video, please consider putting a like on it. You know, if you disliked it, tell me what I could do better in the comments. You know, just tell me what I can do better. I'm open to constructive criticism. And yeah, so that's it from me, Bob, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.